Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sir Jackson here, and this is Farming Sim 22. Welcome today to, this is the month of November in the game. I think part 4 or 5. No, this is part 5. Going out here early this morning, checking out. We have a lot of stuff to do today. We have a lot of fields ready to be harvested. First thing we're going to do out here, check on that sunflower field. I have the harvester ready. From the last episode, ready to go right over here and start on this field. I'm going to get it going first thing this morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope you've been enjoying this episodes for Farming Sim from the channel. If you have, leave a like, comment, let me know. Let me know what you think. Pretty good game so far. Had a big update. I really haven't ran into a whole lot of issues. Been playing mainly single player though. I know a lot of folks have been playing multiplayer. I have done a little bit of multiplayer, but we had a few little issues, but nothing major. First things first, got to get that sunflower field out of there. Grabbing the tractor over here at the shop. Have a lot of our stuff scattered. We don't really have a big, nice building yet for a lot of our things. So, kind of scattered. Money's kind of low. Money's kind of tight. As you can see, $34,000 sitting in there. Definitely not the best in the world. Hopefully we can change that today and get it up there a little bit. There is some things we need to buy. Some things we need to, decide on whether we need to lease them or what. Some contracts we need to look at as well because, and you got to constantly be keeping some money coming in because your equipment degrades pretty fast on this episode. This farming sim, your equipment maintenance goes down pretty bad. The sugar beet field right here, I'm showing you, it's ready to go as well. Gonna grab the trailer, get on over here, and get this sunflowers out of this harvester. Park this guy right here when the helper is ready. Helpers do pretty good in single player mode. I don't know about multiplayer mode because I don't think we've used very many of them. Playing around, I have heard a lot of complaints about some of this game. So, big decision today right there in the cotton field. The field is kind of small, so the equipment is pretty expensive. So, first up is looking at the beet. As you can see, buying it is out of the question. There's nothing used, so we're gonna have to lease some equipment there. But I mean, we still want to make money off of it. If you're gonna lease something, you want to be able to use it for that day or whatever it is, and turn it back in. But I don't know if the beet field is very big either. The cotton field's not very big, but neither is our beet field. As you can see, if you were to lease this is $375,000. If you were to lease that equipment right there, it'd be about $20,000. So. That field is not going to bring you $20,000. So yeah, there's no sense in us even clicking on this because, like I said, I can tell you here in just a second. I'll show you the cotton harvester. It's $20,000-$30,000 to lease something that we're not going to make, but maybe $4,000 to $12,000 off of it. Yeah, not going to happen. The cotton actually pretty good money, as you can see here. That guy's $485,000. We're going to click on it. $24,000 to lease that thing. Now, that would be great if I had a big cotton field or if I had a cotton field that's fixing to produce. Or maybe there was more cotton fields on the farm or, on the game that we could go use that equipment instead of leasing our equipment. That'd be fine, but there's nothing on this field right now. All the cotton has already been harvested, so that's that. So, you'll see later on in the episode that we take the plow to this field, unfortunately, and just plow it down because it's just not gonna. It's not worth it. We would be wasting more money trying to make it happen. I don't want to. You'll see later on in this episode that we actually do take out another loan, but I mean I really don't want to just cram $400,000-$500,000 worth of loans down. When we don't really have very many fields. I mean, we have small fields that's just making it, getting by. As you can see here, our animals, or here, I don't know why I call them our animals. It is our cow pen. So we have 15 cows, and we have 5 of them that are mature, and we have 10 that are not mature. And when I say mature, not intelligence-wise, they are little babies and then big mamas is what we got. 5 big mamas and 10 little babies. So as you can see right here, this is a canola farm, canola field, not farm. That's just something there. And our grass is ready to harvest, so we'll have to pick this up later on today. This grows pretty quick, so if you you plant it one episode, it'll be ready to harvest the next episode. So, oh yeah, you can definitely tell I'm driving here today. So we take this guy, and this is sunflowers here. We empty them into the trailer. So that we did that whole field. So that's how much that little field brought us, was like 24%. So not a whole lot in the cotton field there. I mean, in the sunflower field there. So automatically I start looking at for some contracts. Why I already have the harvester out, as you can see, that's 42,000 right there. Look at that guy. So the next one down right there is the one we're about to go do. It's just corn. Not a bunch of the harvesting on the episodes today because there just wasn't very many options. As you'll see later on in the episode, which one we go with, of course. The only one that's left. I don't guess there's no sense in beating around the bush. We'll get into that later. But we do try some different contracts. But at first, like the first part 1 and part 2, we were having issues with the harvesting. But now I'm not. I'm actually making more money than what they what they promise you. So the harvesting is not as bad as it is. It's just very time consuming if you do it yourself. Trying to send the guy down there. Unfortunately, he didn't know how to get there, so I had to drive him all the way down there. But once I'm down there, he takes the wheel and harvests this here cornfield for us. Sorry, trying to get adjusted in my chair here. Sorry for the long episode here. These, I don't know, they kind of go a little longer because, I guess maybe if you were doing a live stream, maybe, an hour episode's really not that bad. But I mean, just sitting here watching episodes is kind of goes kind of slow sometimes. So sorry about that. Don't mind. If you're not into it, you're not into it. I appreciate you watching and checking it out. That's for sure. But thank you for the ones that hang around and watch the whole episodes. I appreciate that. Trying to look at the sunflowers and see what's the options for getting rid of the sunflowers, because you want to make them the most bang for your buck, but unfortunately we're just gonna have to get rid of the sunflowers as they are. Not bad though. I mean, they're a pretty good chunk of money up there. Hopefully in the next episode or 2, maybe we can start getting some of this production stuff and actually working around things other than just hey, I got cotton here, take it to the cotton factory. So you'll see here in a minute how we go about getting this beet field took care of. Right now, I got these sunflowers. We're gonna have to run halfway across the world to get where we need to get to empty these or sell these sunflowers. We get that took care of though pretty quickly. Doing a lot of bouncing around here today, so there's so many things going on. We just have so many fields, and we trying to do contracts too to keep the money flowing in. So pretty much done with this cornfield here. I didn't even bring the trailer over here. As you can see, it was such a small field that we're able to knock it out without having to empty the harvester. So we basically just once we're done, we just drive him all the way back over to the farm with all of the stuff in there. So, it is what it is. I guess that'll work, I believe if you had like several, bumped the car there. Sure we'll get the bill in the mail on that one. I'm sure if you had like several cornfields that needed to be done, it wouldn't be a problem just to mix those together because it doesn't really matter. I think just as long as it gets emptied into that whoever's you know whatever sell point you're trying to get it to, I'm sure that would be just fine. And you know, I don't know. I say it wouldn't. Maybe it's a big deal. I don't know. But you missed out on the sunflowers. I already sold those, and as you can see right there, there's some hay. I had forgot I had placed it somewhere, and we was gonna just drop it off on the way back from that sell point. So found this spot and going ahead and dump it. Unfortunately, I couldn't dump it out of the trailer, so we had to wind up actually hand unloading it. But we get that done and move it on here to greener pastures. If you get what I'm saying. Now we're here back at the farm unloading the harvester. The corn's been sitting there for a little while. We're still in the first hour. Everything that you see being done, we've done it within the first hour. It's in real time, so the game goes pretty slow. And I kind of like it going slow, but there are some weird things about the seasons that I don't know if I'm sold on yet, but it's not bad. I've played seasons before through the mods in the past, but this one's a little different. Not bad. So far, I like the game. I'm not having any issues with it. So I don't want to sit here and point fingers at things that I'm not really having any problems with. It was just personal preferences, I guess you could say. I think the game. Let me say this. I think the game used to play faster because, I feel like every season. I feel like I'm starting over a different side. So maybe that's the point. Maybe they wanted to keep us interested in it or something like that. So. As you can see, our sprayer, I don't know if I've actually showed you this or not. I don't remember what the last episode had in it. It's been like a week or so ago. I'm sorry about that, but this episode here you're seeing ran very long, and you'll get why later on. And I've had to do this over a week period, so it's something I can't do back to back. So as you can see, you're doing a little researching right there on the beets. Making sure I get the right equipment and what to do with them once I get it. Some of the stuff is, it's common. It's nothing new or anything like that. It's if you've played Farming Sim before, you understand this. So yeah, I'm getting it. I'm just making sure that I can do it with the equipment that I have, because I want to lease this thing instead of the big thing that we showed you earlier. That's just the way it is. This is $90,000. That other thing was like $400,000. This is still a pretty good chunk to lease it, but it's not as bad. Trying to find the, for some reason or other, I was thinking the little thing that removes the tops was in the mowers, but anyway, it's in the beets as well. So, and this is one thing that we did today as well is we fertilized and herbicide a lot of fields. I don't show you every one of them because it was a very long day, and I had people going every direction. I had helpers doing things that I normally don't, but there was so many things that was on the to-do list, and I wanted it done. I had probably 12 to 14 hours worth of gameplay on this day, as you'll see later on as we talk about it a little bit more in depth, but it was a lot of stuff to do. Pretty much getting this one took care of. I don't know if I actually show you the money, but this is some good money. Usually some of the better money is not harvesting, is fertilizing. It's quick. You can knock it out pretty quickly. So this is the thing I was talking about. It's actually in the beet technology. It's a mower, basically. It removes the tops from the beets. So You got to have it, and the other thing, if you're going to do it with just a tractor, as you can see, that's only like $1,200. You know, it's definitely worth it if you got a small farm of beets like we do here on the farm. I would recommend it for, you know, a bigger field, but you know, for the small field, it's not bad at all. As you can see, some of our stuff out here to the right, I gotta get a barn built. We do have last episode we not tore down. We you know, we cleaned up that area in front of the farm there. We're gonna make that that area right here to the right here that's all dirt. We're gonna make that a bigger barn here. So yeah, this little piece of equipment only removes the tops from your beets. You have to have the other piece of equipment that we're going to get now. You can actually pull that thing and use that thing as well if you want to, you know, do it with one tractor. But I think using, you know, a tractor to do each is a lot quicker, and it's a lot less wear and tear on your tractor. Of course, if you only have one or two tractors, you know, your options is pretty limited. We only have 2 tractors here on the farm. I did go lease another tractor that you seen with the sprayer earlier, just so that like I said, I had too many things going. I had too many irons in the fire today. Had things I had to do different directions, and we just released that thing. That thing was like $5,000, I think. So yeah, we just leased all the beet equipment for like $6,000, maybe close to $7,000, maybe. So I don't think we make that money back, but I mean, it's definitely better than the cotton, because we were in no way, no how gonna lease the cotton harvester and the cotton trailer for $7,000. It wasn't gonna happen. The harvester itself was $24,000. So this was the smartest decision that we made today, by the way. So thinking about doing these in like seasons, and then maybe taking a break from it, and then coming back, and maybe, you know, I'm not sure. I don't know what the month of December is gonna hold for us, and we don't have anything else to harvest on the farm, so we would be strictly doing contracts in the month of December. So we might take a break from it for, you know, maybe a week or two. And let me get past December and January and maybe February. I don't know what those months are going to detail for us. So, you know, I don't know. Just I really haven't watched anybody else play this game online. There's usually some really good guys that I watch, but I just haven't had the time to do it. If I'm messing around with YouTube, I put my own stuff up there. That's just the way it is right now. So hopefully I can figure something out. Maybe do a collage of the next 3 months in one, instead of like the last, you know, August, September, and October, and November has been all separate things. So trying to figure out this piece of equipment. Nice, pretty, and shiny and red right now. You'll see later in the video it changes its color completely. You definitely need to invest in a parts or pressure washer. Getting this beet field took care of. As you can see, we are full of beets. It definitely pays off itself pretty quick today on the farm. I'm not against the beets. I used to be like really against dealing with the beets because it was such a slow process. But you will see later in this video that this is a huge money maker today on the farm. Not necessarily for us, but for the contract that we are about to partake in. As you can see on the clock up there, it is 8:22 in the morning. We've only been doing about an hour and a half, and we've got all of our fields harvested, besides the cotton field, which we're not going to harvest it. And we're moving on pretty good. I mean, we're not running out of things to do for sure, because there's a lot of harvesting contracts, a lot of spraying contracts going on. As you can see, there's a ton of fields ready to be harvested. So November, I think, would probably be your busiest time frame for you. But October wasn't too bad for us. But this day is definitely going to be a long day, which is why we started it earlier. We normally don't get up till 8. Kind of the lazy farmer, As you can see right here, dumping these. Money's climbing up pretty quickly there. And of course it is raining, if you haven't noticed that already. Nice little thunderstorm coming through. Winter showers. And here in just a second, we'll see how much money we make here. And still emptying. And I don't know why I'm just sending it out the little small chute. I don't know why I don't dump the whole thing out. And there you go, close to $4,000 for it. So if you had 10 of those trailers that you emptied, you would you'd make pretty good. If you had 20 of those trailers you emptied, you'd be just sitting really good. For as far as me, as far as I go. Of course, there's other stuff you could sell as well, but beets is pretty good. They're not bad. Here we are. I'm searching for a plow because we had rented one for here a while back, but we really need our own plow, so we're just fixing to purchase one of these. I'm taking a look around at some of the stuff that's the options that are out there, but of course this one is the only one that we can not only afford, but the only one we can pull. I'm not sure why the plows are set up in this game the way they are, but they are. We already have that, so no need in getting it. And like I said, we did lease it, and we shouldn't have. We should have bought it, but I didn't realize we were going to be needing the plow that much. But we are going to need the plow, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that today. Not that version, because it's $8,000 of pure piece of crap there. I don't think you would need that at all. Kind of looked at it though, try to figure it out. It's some type of roller, kind of a cultivator built into it. It's pointless. And this is the tractor that we have leased, by the way, something that we're probably going to buy. This is actually a mod. I can't remember by whom, but it's actually a mod. It's just a really good little tractor. Takes on the older style of the Case or International. I don't remember exactly what it is. Definitely going to plow down that cotton field. I hate to do it, but like I said, it's not gonna be money. It's not gonna be profitable for us, so we're gonna do that. So get this sunflower field knocked down. And as you can see, again, we are emptying beets, but why would you be emptying beets? I thought the beet field was done. As you can see, it is almost 9:30 in the morning. We have accepted that $43,000 contract because we kind of ran out of stuff to do, and we had the equipment already, the beet equipment rented, so I decided to go ahead and tackle this huge field. And it is a huge field. Definitely do not suggest this to anyone. We started this at 9:30 in the morning, in the game time, and it went several days because I could only play, an hour or so here and there. But this was a long time frame. It did make us some money, and you'll see at the end it is very profitable. That's the reason why I'm saying beets it might not be a bad idea. It's very profitable, but especially if you can catch the sale points, with pluses, you could make some money. But here's how I got it set up. I've got the case, the big case, using the removing the tops with a little, guess it's a little mulcher mower type thing. And then this thing that I'm pulling, I don't know why it has to be that complicated, but it is. And this is a real life tool. So it's picking them up and rotating them around for some reason. I don't know. You'll see this a bunch of day, 9:30 on the dot right there. And we're just back and forth, emptying load of beets on top of beets on top of beets. And not the fun type of beets. Here it is. There's the poor, pitiful cotton field we are chopping down and grinding up and plowing, getting it going. As you can see, the rocks. We're going to have to pull the little rock machine that we have around. That's a leased piece of equipment as well. So we got to get this done and get that piece of equipment turned back in today. I like that little tractor. Sounds got good sounds. And this is another load of beets that we are emptying. So that machine out there holds 6,000 liters. This trailer holds 18,000 liters. So every 3 times it empties, the trailer is full. At this moment, I should have realized how often we were going to fill that thing up. There's a little rock machine there, by the way. I wish I could tell you how many times we filled this thing up, because it was a bunch. I wish I would have kept tabs on how many times we emptied this trailer, because these folks had to make a killing on their beet farm this year. But unfortunately, it wasn't our farm. It was just a neighbor's. We did a contract for him. But yeah, this thing filled up a bunch. We should have bought or rented another trailer because it would have been pretty cheap. So you see how briefly there, the helper is kind of doing a sloppy job of kind of just stopping in weird points. He really jacks us up later in this episode. And that's the grass field. I've already cut it. I didn't think you guys cared to see me mowing a yard. So that's it. We've already dried it, and just rolling it up now, raking it up. You don't row up grass. You rake up grass. Get that done. Not gonna bale it. I'm actually gonna use our little forage wagon for it. It's way better to do that. It takes about an hour to do that field though. There's the time up at the top. 13:30. That is 1:30 in the afternoon. Coming on the 30-minute mark in the episode, so if you're still hanging out, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're about to see something pretty interesting. Is get to see the late night of the beet harvesting continue. There's a little forage wagon. Pretty good money in that thing. That thing right there, filled up, brings us about $2,000. So that's not bad, and it's way easier than dealing with the the baler and picking the baler's not really a problem. What the problem is when you gotta pick up the bales, put them on a trailer, blah blah blah. That sucks. So as you can see right there, trying to decide how do I get rid of this. It's actually labeled as hay at that moment. So we have 33,000 in our little barn over there that we're just waiting for our cows. So we can ferment that without rolling it up too. So you just keep that in mind. You can buy one of the little. There's how the rude neighbors are right there. Just knocks you and your tractor move off the road. You can buy one of them little concrete barriers and actually ferment that. So storing it in that little barn is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. You do not have to bale it up and all that stuff unless you just enjoy doing that type of stuff. Holds 18,000 liters of grass, and like I said, I think this thing brings us about $2,000. So it's not too bad here. $2:30 in the afternoon now. As this was the last thing that we really needed to do today, was clean this grass field up. So we do that, and that's what we're working on right now. And for some reason or another, the grass field shows that you could, there you go. It's, yeah, not bad. It varies at times, of course. So the, if you go ahead and look at this grass field after we've harvested, it says that it needs to be rolled. So I checked that out, and I don't really know that that's it's something that we're going to look at again in the month of next episode, the month of December. But I don't know if I have to replant that. In the older FS, I guess 17 and 19, all of them, I guess you didn't have to replant grass. It just automatically grew back. So I'm not sure about that. I do not know about that one. As you can see, my tractor over here, the maintenance is gone, and this thing has slowed down incredibly. Another thing that I should have caught and noticed way earlier, like right now, instead of waiting later in the game. The tractor got so slow and trying to finish the episodes. Here I'm looking for that roller. The only one I've seen now, I know there's like the little construction roller, but these are the two that come with, or that I think you should buy. But I can't do that $41,000 on my grass field. Just I just replant grass. I don't get it. I know it's kind of aggravating cultivating and all that stuff, but yeah, I don't think rolling it is price efficient for us right now. Back and forth on this here field. I think this is the last time you're gonna see it before the sun goes down. So you'll get a good look. We've pretty much. So I figured out. My tractor was just not making it with both pieces of equipment, so I dropped the trailer and just used the forge remover, the top remover, the little mower thing. We took all the tops off of everything that was on the left-hand side over here. The stuff that's on the right-hand side is the stuff that he just wouldn't mow for some reason. But anyway, we got it fixed. But you can see how it's all zigzag. That's the worst problem I've had with a helper on this, ever with FS, any of the farming sim. I've had them just stop and like, hey, I can't do this. But this guy, he was just plowing along and just stopped, turned around back front of the field and started over again. So after like a time or two, I'm like, yeah, forget it. So I know what was going on. He was running out of there was something wrong with the tractor as well, because like I said, the maintenance, it was done. It barely would move with both pieces of equipment attached. So you see how fast that thing fills up. It is very quickly. As you can see up there, 6 o'clock in the evening. We're still harvesting this field. See the money's done drop down. So we took out that loan earlier in the day. All of our helpers and all of our tractors equipment is just eating that money up. Not the best thing and the happiest thing I've ever did before, but it did pay off in the end. And we are running at 7:30 p.m., so almost 12 hours of trying to harvest this here beet field. Legit 12 hours was put into this beet field. I don't think I've ever done that before. I think I may have came close a few times with some cotton fields last year, or maybe some, if you do the whole rake it, bale it type thing, if you do a big field, you might run into something. But like the cotton, when we first got cotton DLC or something like that, it seemed like it took cotton forever to get it going. But by far, this beet field has been the most toughest farming for me ever. I definitely wanted to just stop and start over. So we're trying to clean up that little spot. The helper kind of jacked up now. As you can see, I only have one tractor that's taking these trailers back and forth. I did have to wind up renting another trailer because if I didn't, man, we would have been here all night long. So it cost us a little bit of money, but I just park a trailer and go by and fill it up. And that one little tractor is running all over the place. You can see his fuel is about to run out. And here's this guy, just like I said, he's just trying to clean up the weird little spots. So the helper will stop if he sees this. You'll see this little sprigs of tops right there. He'll stop if he runs into that. So it was a lot of weird little moments that was kind of getting in the way there of harvesting this field very quickly, I guess you could say. So the field originally was supposed to bring in $43,000, which was a good amount of money, right? But if that's all we would have made, we probably would have made $20,000, because we had to pay helpers. I mean, there was no way I could have done this by myself. Coming into 8:30 at night, as you can see, I've had to take out another loan, so we are now $100,000 down today, and the money that we did have is gone as well. So it's been a frustrating day, but we did buy some equipment. We did a bunch of contracts. We did not come out in the green by the end of the day, but I think we were only in the red by about 20,000. So, we bought a couple pieces of equipment, so it was not the worst thing we could ever do. But it definitely, I've had better days on Farming Sim, I will say that. Emptying him again as it's coming upon 9 p.m. here on the farm. As you can see, it's roughly right at 12 hours that we put into this field because we started at around 9:30. But I am almost to the point to where I think I show it here in just a minute where the contract sits is like 98, 99%. So it's so close to being done. Like I said, if you run into this and you're watching this and you want to know how to handle it better, I would recommend getting another trailer. You can do it with the smaller equipment. And I think another thing that was throwing the helper off was he was using the little remover and he was using the trailer. It just didn't work. I would go through and cut all the tops first and then let somebody come back behind him with the trailer. That way it would work. And of course, you need at least more than one trailer or a bigger trailer. The leasing equipment that came with that contract was an 18-wheeler with a trailer. So that thing holds like 40,000 liters. So maybe that's So I've got one tractor loaded down. All right, so yeah. So real quickly, there is the completion of that. As you can see, $42,000. Didn't have any missing crops or anything like that. We emptied everything. But as you can see, there is a ton of, we're done with the contract. Everything that we collect from here on out will go in our pocket. So we are emptying it now. You can see the money going up over there. I think I do this like 5 or 6 times, and it's like $4,600, and this is like the last little section. So I know without a doubt that I probably emptied over 20 trailer loads today. I mean, that was a good run for that farmer. So I'm not saying we're gonna do beets because it's very time consuming, but I will tell you this: that's a $100,000 crop. There's no doubt about it. And maybe cotton is too, but I mean, that's, you got to purchase a $500,000 piece of equipment to get that. I don't know. Beets wasn't too bad. I noticed somebody on a forum though that was bragging about potatoes as well. So I'm not sure. But anyway, that's going to be it. As you can see, I've accepted it, $106,000 up there. I repay the loan there. Well, some of the loan, not all of it, some of it. So we're back down to like $56,000, but that's better than what we were this morning. So hopping in the pickup, we're gonna ride on home. I hate that this ran that long tonight, but hey, is what it is. We're going straight to the house, going to bed. So I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out here with me on the channel. Probably going to be another week or so before we, post anything else. A couple days from now is Christmas, so if you are only watching this episodes on, if you're only following the farming sim episodes, Merry Christmas to you guys, and hopefully I'll have another one up before New Year's. But if I don't, Happy New Year's to you guys as well. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot, and y'all come on back next time.